I'm going to sit because, hey, I'm a grandmother. Oh. Well, my name is Laura Hall, and I'm a conscious capitalist. I'd like to talk to you today about children and how important they are as stakeholders for business and for our future. You might ask why somebody like me is going to talk to you about children, and why does it matter so much to me? Well, before all of us here were CEOs and business leaders and just generally world-changing awesome humans, we were all children, and I imagine some of you out there have childhood memories that have stuck with you. Some good, maybe some not so good. I have a childhood memory that I want to share with you today. Not so good, and it's one that I need to share because I think in the spirit of healing, more than anything, it's for me about personal healing, this story. I remember when I was 6 years old, I remember being in a school play. I was supposed to portray a black character in this play. The day of the play arrived. My mother came to school to help me get ready for the play, and she pulled out a jar of black makeup, and she said she's going to put it all over my face and all over my arms and all over my legs. And I freaked out, and I said, I don't want you to do that. I started to cry. Why? Because in my 6-year-old mind, I wasn't sure the makeup would come off. I was only 6 years old, but I still have that memory. So, today, I am here because I believe that it's time for me to step up and talk about children, because I am not just a business leader, and I've learned a lot since I was that 6-year-old kid about people, about justice, and yes, about business. I have tried throughout my career to build really inclusive business cultures wherever I've worked, but it's not enough, and today I need to do more, and I think that it's really important for me to join the conversation about children as stakeholders. I am proud to be part of a group of business leaders who are committed to creating a place where even our youngest humans can be valued stakeholders. So it is really important that we as conscious leaders realize what an opportunity and privilege we have to help children, but also what a responsibility for future generations. So, let me be clear. I believe that children matter to business. Businesses today interact with children already in lots of ways, as consumers and customers, as future business leaders, as members of the communities in which businesses serve and operate. Children and how we care for them does impact business. But guess what? There are also, I believe, some strong financial reasons for making children stakeholders today. First one is that in today's job market, the skills gap that's impacting our current labor shortage is only going to get worse if we don't think about children, because the need to train and educate the next generation of our employees is growing exponentially as more parents enter the workforce. I would add a key note here, and that is that the first 5 years of a child's life are critical to their brain development. FYI, a toddler's vocabulary at the age of 3 is a predictor of their 3rd grade reading achievement. And as much as we all might hesitate at the thought of mixing business with early childhood education, I would ask you to consider this, and that is that unfortunately, In the environment of business today, we can't count on the public sector to handle this problem. So thinking about childcare from a business perspective can be seen as an investment, I believe, in our workforce and our bottom line, not as a cost. And here's the good news. It is that companies who are already doing this are having positive results. They are experiencing decreased absenteeism and increased productivity with their employees. Plus, they're better able to attract and retain talent. Studies have shown that when companies provide childcare, employee absences decrease by up to 30%, and job turnover declines by as much as 60%. And investment in early childhood education, I believe, can also be an effective economic development tool. Some studies are suggesting that it can provide up to a $16 return for every dollar that's invested. The knock-on effects of this include things like fewer children needing special education, less need for assistance programs, and lower incarceration rates. Even the U.S. Chamber of Commerce today is encouraging businesses to take ownership of this current daycare shortage, either by providing centers on site or by partnering with local communities and nonprofits to build and open new facilities. Statistic: half of our nation's residents lack access to quality childcare options. There is a direct link, I believe, between education in a child's first 5 years and our future workforce readiness. Raising awareness about this is important because our nation also faces a potential labor shortage of up to 6 million unfilled jobs over the next decade. The president of the U.S. Chamber of Commerce made this quote recently: "America today is a nation of people without jobs and jobs without people." So, in addition, there is the rising cost of childcare in the United States. It's fluctuating widely right now between states, between regions, and other variables. A married couple in America today making the national median income of $87,757 a year could spend an estimated 11% of their household income on child care for one child. While if you're a single parent, you could shell out as much as 37%. This is far higher than our Department of Health and Human Services recommendation that families spend no more than 7% of their income on child care. U.S. companies are also losing about $4.4 billion a year because of absenteeism stemming directly from child care breakdowns. Compounding the issue that we have of the rising cost of child care, there are also, in this country right now, child care supply shortages in many areas. So, yes, conscious companies and conscious business leaders can do a lot to improve the lives of their employees with children, as well as continuing to be a powerful voice for children in their marketplaces. And here's one final reason for investing in children, and that is that in our post-industrial knowledge and service economy, there are going to be fewer people working in manufacturing. And economists are telling us that the most important capital in this new technological era is going to be high-quality human capital. We know from psychology and neuroscience that having these resilient, flexible people capable of learning, working with others, and adapting to change largely depends on the quality of care and education that they received early on. it is really important to know that high human capacity is developed in infancy and early childhood. So, for me, it stands to reason that high-quality care and education for children is a direct link to our economic success. What is my call to action for all of us today? As the theme of this summit has suggested, I believe that conscious capitalism can be a place and a source and a force for healing. But I'd like to offer that when it comes to our children, I'd also like for us all to practice preventive medicine. Because, as Frederick Douglass said over 100 years ago, it's far easier to build strong children than to repair broken men. Imagine a world where choosing between a paycheck and a family isn't a catch-22. Imagine a world where men and women are partners at work and at home, where care work is valued and visible. This is the world that I believe is possible for all of us. I want to close by sharing a short, joyful video that I saw recently. It makes my heart feel really good, and I hope it does the same for you. So. Maybe not. No? Okay. Well, it was a short video of two children hugging, and I'm just going to sing to you now. So you didn't expect to hear this from me, but if you didn't know, I have children and grandchildren, and Raffi was really somebody. Do you remember Raffi? Well, so this was a video of two little boys hugging, and Raffi is singing, "The more we get together, the more we get together, the happier we'll be, because your friends are my friends, and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be." Thank you.